Today I've reset the NBA 7 decades. We're going all the way back to the 1960s, also known as the Bill Russell era. Now, unfortunately, the Bill Russell era, it's not built into 2K25. But if you search rosters within the Magic vs. Bird era, this one created by Vezi No Hezi is completely accurate to the 1963-64 season. I used that roster and created my own 2K share scenario that you can search for with my gamer tag or type in Bill Russell era. You do that, you'll get the exact setup, including jerseys, logos that you're about to see. Welcome to the Bill Russell era here on NBA 2K25. Now, first thing I gotta get out of the way, there are 3 team filler teams, whatever you want to call it, made up of 40 overall players. They're gonna go 0-82. In addition, as you can see up top there, we've got the 76ers, Bullets, Celtics, and after the filler teams, the St. Louis Hawks, the New York Knicks, the LA Lakers, Detroit Pistons, Cincinnati Royals, and San Francisco Warriors. I had to include the filler teams, unfortunately, because the minimum amount of teams in my league on 2K is 12, and there were only 9 teams in the NBA. Isn't that crazy when Bill Russell was winning all his rings? Speaking of Bill Russell and those Celtics, they're probably the class of our simulation. I would be surprised if they don't win with 98 Bill, 90 Sam Jones, 89 Tom Heinsohn, and so on. Like I said, this roster, I mean, all the names and players are accurate. Of course, we're just guessing on the ratings, but they seem pretty good to me. I skipped over the first alphabetical order team, the Philadelphia 76ers, led by Hal Greer, Chet Walker, Red Kerr. I will also mention this roster, this entire setup is in the modern era. Unfortunately, 2K doesn't let you edit the amount of teams or which teams are included in the old eras, so yeah, that's tough. We're basically putting Bill Russell and his entire league, the NBA, into the modern era. I'm really curious if these teams and players shoot threes. I guess they probably will. The Cincinnati Royals look fire. Big O Oscar Robertson, he's my pick to win MVP whenever I do these kind of sims. He always puts up crazy numbers. The New York Knicks look really bad. I can't, who was on the way for the Knicks? I guess they were a few years away from like Willis Reed, Walt Frazier. Yeah, they're the worst team like by a mile. The LA Lakers up there with the Celtics. They're definitely not as deep, but Jerry and Elgin Baylor with Rudy LaRusso, that's a pretty good big 2, big 3, maybe if you want to stretch it. The Pistons are not as exciting, but they've got some fun names. Bailey Howell, Dave DeBusschere, Don Ohl, the 2K21 My Team legend or whatever year he first dropped. And we round things out with, yes, the San Francisco Warriors. Wilt Chamberlain was there at the time, 98 overall. He's actually got a pretty good supporting cast here. I mean, I really do hope we get Bill versus Wilt eventually. Oh wait, I forgot. There was one more team. The Baltimore Bullets, the original Washington Wizards franchise, Walt Bellamy, Gus Johnson, not the broadcaster, another My Team legend, Terry Dischinger, okay, Cy Green. Fun fact, he was drafted ahead of Bill Russell. Not so fun for whoever took him. Anyways, those are our 9 teams from the NBA. This is a really fun trip down memory lane. Of course, I have zero recollection of it. I might be old, but I'm not like 90 years old. Anyways, I adjusted some settings to hopefully get some insane individual numbers, but let's find out if that happens. Yes, it did. Okay, all right. So what I did was put sim possessions, it's a slider, up to 100. Big O did win MVP like I predicted. He averaged only 25 points a game, 17 rebounds, 12 assists. I can't wait to see what Wilt and Bill Russell did. Rookie of the year, I don't know if these are accurate, these the players that are rookies, but in any event, Gus Johnson for the Bullets takes it home. Tom Sanders from the dominant Boston Celtics wins 6th Man of the Year. Fair enough. There it is. Bill Russell puts up 21 and 21. Yes, that's what a stat line, DPOY. Walt Bellamy from the Bullets actually averaged more rebounds than him, winning Clutch Player of the Year. In 1963-64, there were only 2 different awards handed out. Big O won MVP, so 2K nailed that. Jerry Lucas won Rookie of the Year, so they didn't get that one. Let's check how they did all NBA first team wise. There is Wilt Chamberlain. I was worried when I didn't see Wilt win an award with Bill, with Walt, with Bob, and of course Big O. All NBA second, Chet Walker. Okay, John Havlicek, Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, and Jerry Lucas. I'm pretty sure at this time they only had 2 All-NBA teams, but we have a third. It's Heinsohn, Gus Johnson, Zelmo Beatty, Jack Twyman, Cliff Hagan. Dude, people in the 60s were naming their sons. Just interesting thing. I love it, man. We should get back to that era. Oh my goodness. I noticed it right away. It sticks out like a sore thumb. We only have 8 playoff teams in our simulation, and the LA Lakers are... Are they really the only team that didn't make the playoffs? Wow, dude. In the East, the Celtics, the Royals, the Sixers, the Knicks, they all made made the playoffs. That's actually exactly how they finished in real life. That's crazy. But what happened in the West? The Hawks, the Warriors, the Bullets, the Pistons, and the Lakers dropped out. The only team to not make it. I don't know if my filler teams messed things up because certain teams didn't have as many easy wins, but still, no excuse, all right? I'm not overthinking it. The Lakers flopped. In real life, back in the day, only 6 teams made the playoffs, and 2 teams actually got a bye to the conference finals. So in real life, it was Boston and it was Wilt's Warriors that got the bye. They're gonna have to win the first round series here in this timeline. Oh, what in the world? Okay, all right. So yeah, I don't know. I changed that slider like I mentioned earlier. Big O 25 points a game led the league. I was hoping to see Wilt average like 40. Okay, so all it did was bump up the rebounding and assist numbers, I guess. Oh well, we tried, man. Oscar, Wilt, Jerry West, Bob Pettit, Bill Russell being up there and scoring is shocking, but other than that, Hal Greer, John Havlicek, Elgin Baylor averaging 20 and 14, Walt Bellamy, Zelmo Beatty. I mean, it looks good. Like, those are 10 legends. And by the way, those conference alignments, that is accurate, so I didn't screw the Lakers over in that regard. Anyways, Walt Bellamy, Bill Russell, Wilt, all over 20 rebounds per game. That's hilarious. And over 10 assists per game, Oscar and Jerry West with 12 plus. Dude, I'm so, like, RIP Jerry West. I'm so sad for the Lakers. I'm sure many of you Laker haters are not, but how is that? Look at this roster, man. 98 Jerry West, 94 Elgin, Rudy LaRusso, and Dick Barnett. A great name, by the way. All over 80 overall. They are not deep at all. They don't have a bench, but neither do the Detroit Pistons, and the Pistons also don't have the top end talent of Jerry and Elgin, so that don't make sense. One thing I forgot to do is I should have changed the first round playoffs to be the best, to be a best of 5 series, but I didn't. So we've got some best of 7 matchups. Let's see how they play out. All right, man. Okay, all right. I said I was going to stop talking about the Lakers, but 2 first round oh, wait a minute. LA was not on. They weren't in the Eastern Conference. Never mind. They would not have fared any better because they wouldn't have been playing. The Knicks got smacked by Boston 4-0. Cincinnati, that's Big O, beat the 76ers. What are we looking at here? Okay, a close game, 109-107. Big O, a monster triple-double. Then they kind of worked them in game 2. Big O, another monster triple-double. Okay, all right, game 3 was close. Game 4, the Philly 76ers, they kind of did their thing. Look at Oscar, just a walking triple-double. I gotta think the Celtics just destroyed Tom Gola and the New York Knicks. Yeah, Bill with 30 and 23. They beat him by 12 here. That kind of makes sense. They beat him by 20 and they beat him by 15. Okay, goodbye, Knicks. Over in the West, though, we might have something cooking here. Wilt and the Warriors are tied at 2. Dog, if Wilt chokes in the playoffs, I know Baltimore actually has a pretty good roster. I got to see Bill versus Wilt in the finals, dude. Don't let me down. Okay, all right, dude. I told you somebody made some custom jerseys for all these teams. They look really accurate. Looks like they blurred out the 3-point line because, of course, there was no 3-point line at the time. But I think these dudes will still try and shoot threes. I don't know. Nate Thurman missing in the clutch. I definitely don't know all these names out here. Walt Bellamy, though, that's their stud. He was way up there in scoring, rebounding. Did he win an award too? Maybe Clutch Player of the Year? He's gonna have to put something crazy up over Wilt and misses. Okay. San Fran, here's your chance. Wilt try to go coast to coast. We love to see it. Look at my guy handling. Wilt. Oh my goodness. Wilt, you freak, dude. Are you kidding me with that? San Fran has a chance to take the lead. I don't know. Maybe their 3-point tendencies are all at 0. I guess we're good. What? Why is Wilt shooting? He just shot a 3. Nate Thurman on the glass. Why did he not go back up with this? What is happening? Why is Wilt shooting a 3? Why is Nate not converting? No, Wilt went out of bounds. What is Wilt Chamberlain's 3-point? Hold on. Oh, are there so he has a 0-shot 3-point. They're down 2. What? Why would he shoot a 3? That makes no sense. Now they actually do need a 3. Wilt is dribbling. He's going to drive. You can score that, Wilt. Okay, no, he kicks it out. Guy Rogers, lefty 3, and he misses. Wilt on the glass, but it's too late. 21 and 24 for Wilt, plus an insane poster, but in a loss. We'll check back in on Wilt in a second. By the way, he's got a supporting cast that he should be winning around here. I think Bob Pettit and the Hawks are about nope. Okay, that's a series all of a sudden. Last chance for Wilt and the San Fran Warriors. Will they go out sad against Baltimore? Okay, this time we're jumping in, and San Francisco Wilt, they've got the lead, but barely. It's a 2-point game, under a minute left. Can Baltimore execute down the stretch to pull off? Yes, I'm calling it an upset, even though they got a pretty freaking good roster. This is Wilt Chamberlain we're talking about. It could be his era. He forces the travel. A bucket here from San Fran would cool this game, would close it out completely. Guy Rogers. Oh, Guy going to work. ISO. Oh, guy, off window. That was gorgeous. Baltimore's got to go quick. They've got to convert Cy Green. Contested. He misses. Wilt almost didn't grab that board. I think they're going to escape with the win. Will we get 2 Game 7s in our Western Conference? Bob Pettit and the St. Louis Hawks do hold on over Don Ola and the Pistons. Okay. Will we get Bob Pettit versus Wilt Chamberlain? MVP versus MVP. Hall of Famers everywhere. Oh my goodness. 3 straight clutch finishes that I must jump into. Game 7, it's a 3-point lead for Wilt and the Warriors. They are going the Bullets. Back to Walt Bellamy. He is tired. Every possession here, he misses a hook shot. A bucket here from the Warriors. It might be game over. Give it to Wilt. Come on. I want to see the Big Dipper in action. Guy Rogers, though, kind of been abusing Cy Green all series. Oh, he goes window from the ISO. That was low-key gorgeous, man. Terry Dishinger, the dentist. Can he get something going? He's only like an 82 overall. He could have shot a 3. Instead, it's a mid-range pull-up, which he misses. Wilt on the glass. And thanks to 28 and 12 from Al Addles, really helping out Wilt, though, who almost had a triple-double. The San Francisco Warriors do survive, meaning we could have Wilt versus Bill, but yeah. Bob Pettit and the St. Louis Hawks, they won a championship a few years before this. They stand in the way. Yeah, they might be pretty good here, bro. Oh, but look at this. We got a 2-1 series on both sides. Okay, I was worried for Wilt, and that might be justified. Can Oscar and the Kings? No, they go down. They both go down 3-1. No, I need to see a good comeback here. All right, we'll start to the Celtics advance. Oh man, we didn't even get to see Big O in action here. That's too bad. 25, 14, and 13. My guy averaged in the playoffs. Rookie Jerry Lucas kind of didn't pull his weight there at an 88 overall. Well, what can you do? I'm going to simulate through this game. If it's a 4-game series or a 5-game series, that is what it is, Wilt. But if you win this, we will watch through Simcast. We will give you a chance. Okay, all right, he's still alive. These two teams battling to see probably who loses to the Celtics in the finals. Wilt, can you do it? Game 6, buddy? And no, he cannot. Oh my word. I mean, this is an accurate sim, right? Wilt Chamberlain coming up short. With all due respect to a legend who has passed, this was the Bill Russell era. I'm calling it that for a reason. Wilt and the Warriors, plenty of talent. I mean, these Hawks were really good on paper too, but coming up small when it matters most. Nate Thurman missing a couple times. And it's crazy how almost perfectly this simulation mirrored the actual 1964 playoffs, this being the exception. No, Wilt. 17 and 10. That's so sad. So much for this game being higher paced with way more scoring, but still those numbers aren't great. But we will have a pretty good matchup in the finals regardless. Bill Russell averaging 22 and 16 in the East Finals against Bob Pettit 20 and 14. These St. Louis Hawks going for their 2nd championship. And like I was referencing earlier, in real life, the Celtics did beat Big O and the Royals this year to make the finals, but Wilt and San Francisco beat Bob Pettit and the Hawks. So yeah, it's not 100% accurate. What can you do? On paper, I mean, I guess, you know, hopefully we see close finishes. I should see the Celtics team in action in Bill Russell's era. And I mean, the starting 5s, yeah, the St. Louis Hawks, they kind of look okay. But here we go, man. Here we go. We're going to simulate it together. Simulate game 1, it's the Celtics. Simulate game 2, it's the Celtics. Oh no. Back to St. Louis we go. Remember, they should have had Bill Russell. He was drafted, but traded. It's a whole story. Anyways. Oh, look at this. I was vamping too much thinking about NBA history. I didn't realize how close this game got. But barring a miracle here from the Bill Russell Celtics, St. Louis might be making this a series. It's not a series until the home team loses. We know this. Sam Jones in the corner. He's probably got some 3-point. Okay, you know what? I need to check after this game because they aren't really shooting 3s except that one from Wilt earlier. Richie Guerin, 23 points. Bob Pettit, he did like nothing, but the Hawks get a win in the NBA Finals. Okay, so in the regular season, Big O, Oscar Robertson, and Jerry were really the only ones to shoot 3s. I see. Okay, well, that's pretty accurate. It makes Wilt shooting that 3 all the more mysterious, but what can you do? We'll keep it in Simcast to try and give the Hawks a little boost here. Whatever can help take down the mighty Celtics. Dude, no way it might be working. Okay, maybe I'm being unfair to Boston, but you know, they won 11 rings in this era in real life. They are down 3 again. A bucket here from Bob and the Hawks. Oh boy, you're going against Bill. Yeah, that's Bill freaking Russell, DPOY. They naming the award after him. That was not a good take from Bob, but can St. Louis get a stop here? John Havlicek putting up a dumb floater. Why would you force it, John? Not that I'm cheering for the Celtics, but I like to see good basketball. Oh, good cut back door. Cliff Hagan couldn't find him. Instead, it's Lenny Wilkins inside, also missing a layup. All right, this is ugly. All right, Boston, if you're not going to shoot a 3, you've got to get a good look. Casey Jones, why did you not put that up?
Chance for
What did
four-point
I
play.
just see? Oh my goodness. That is unbelievable. The amount of 4-point plays I've seen watching these simulations, I'm pretty sure is 0. Like, I think that was the first one, and it happens in 1960. The 3-point tendencies are like 0. Okay, all right. They didn't have a 3-point line back then. Lenny Wilkins. Oh, that's so much space. Game winner. Lenny, how you gonna break that, dude? That is an insane finish. Tom Heinsohn, 20. He had a great game. Bill Russell filled up the stat sheet. Let's check out old Tom. Okay, first of all, his 3-point tendency is 5. Oh, okay. His attribute is 84. All right, so some of these players were probably taken from the all-time teams. Fair enough. Like, he could make the 3. It's part of the game, but he got fouled? Honestly, I'm not even mad. That is an amazing moment. Boston, the better team, I thought would win this series. It's not over yet. St. Louis could pull a LeBron 3-1 comeback. They're going to need to go right here, right now, though. Under 90 seconds remaining. Boston in control. They can kill clock, get a couple good possessions off here. Up by 4, John Havlicek takes the screen from Bill Russell. Does not shoot the 3, but a clear lane to the rim. John Havlicek throws down. Oh, boy, you cannot have an empty possession now. St. Louis, and Bob Pettit is not on the floor. I wonder if he fouled out. That's so tough. Their best overall player, Cliff Hagan, trying to go to work, replicating with John. No, you can't go in against Bill Russell. You can't do that, brother. I'm not gonna lie, not to glaze the Celtics too much as Sam Jones goes to work. This game's gonna be over, but Bill Russell blocking a shot to basically put the nail in the coffin of this NBA Finals. I mean, it's kind of fitting. It's kind of fitting. Oh, and another one. Chill. I got chills. I got chills, dude. What an accurate representation of the 1960s NBA. Oh my goodness. Bill Russell, 43 points on 21 of 27 shooting. Okay. It is his era after all. I guess fair enough. As they did in real life in 1964. Win a championship. We love the accuracy. Bill Russell obviously takes home Finals MVP. This Bill did some absolute work scoring throughout the entire video. Just for future reference, if anybody down in the comments wants to let me know, how can you get more possessions to increase individual scoring numbers like that? The rebounds and the assists went crazy, but the scoring numbers were not good. So any tips, I would appreciate it. Once again, you can download this 2K share scenario if you search my gamer tag. I showed that info at the beginning. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Drop a thumbs up. Should I make more Bill Russell era content? Let me know down below.